Everybody, it's Brianna. I'm trying something a little bit different today. You can see the drum line behind me. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but I'm at a run right now. I'm gonna do my first 5K. They're really jamming, man. It's like 7:30 in the morning. I'm gonna do my first 5K since losing all the weight. I'm at a Halloween event. Our community is really small. We rarely have any kind of runs or anything like that locally. So I decided, since I am training for the half marathon in January for Disney World 2013, that I would get some practice and see how I'm doing. So I just wanted to share with you guys. Drum lines behind me. There's people showing up with their dogs. There's a 2K walk. People that are walking with their dogs in costume. People are in costume. I'm not in costume. I'm just in my running gear. I know, I'm lame. But anyway, I'll check in with you guys after the race. Bye. It's Brianna. I did it! Woo. The medal is, I think it's from the dollar store, but it says I'm a winner. I did really, it just, so much easier to do when you're 110 pounds lighter, so I'll catch up with you guys later. This is my first official run, 5K organized event since I lost all this weight. And the reason that I think it was so important for me is just to give you guys some history. And I used to be a full-time journalist with a local newspaper, and I still freelance for the women's magazine here, but I wrote this blog many years ago. All these people in the newsroom were all trying to get healthy, we're all trying to lose weight. So we started this blog a long time ago, and it kind of morphed into my blog to try to lose weight for my wedding. And it's kind of an old sore spot for me, but also something that that I think is really emblematic of how weight loss journeys really go. So 2006, that I ran this 5K for the Carrot Festival. I live in an agriculture area, so it won't come as a surprise to people that live here in Imperial Valley, but so there was a Carrot Festival 5K, and I didn't really train for it, and I was at one of my highest weights, and I wasn't in shape. But I remember I wrote this blog, and I was so upset because I was so worried about coming in last. I just didn't want to come in last, And then on race day, I just felt like, wow, there wasn't a whole lot of walkers. So I really freaked out, and my whole thing about that race is that I came in second to last. But the only person behind me was like this 80-something-year-old retired coach who, like, I call it old man walking, who, like, old man fast walked the whole way. So this guy wasn't even running. He wasn't even trying to run. He was just old man walking. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? And I just, I remember my coworkers who were runners at the time, they would, they finished the race and then they like ran back to come and get me. And I thought it was so sweet, because they did it as a show of support. But also too, I remember getting closer to the finish line and I thought these people were like clapping for me, but it's because they knew the old retired guy behind me is like some retired local coach, and I guess a mild celebrity. People are crazy about football everywhere, right? So I don't know who the guy was, but they weren't clapping for me, that's for damn sure. Anyway, so I remember writing about it afterwards and just feeling like I was supposed to be okay with being at the end, but I knew in my heart of hearts that, it just wasn't supposed to be like this for me, that I didn't want to go through the rest of my life being this way. Last time I did a 5K, I think I finished in like 42 minutes, and today I came in at 15, something like that. They weren't even officially timing it, so it tells you it was a small race, y'all. But I guess the reason that I keep holding on to that story is because a lot of the times when I'm talking to my clients, think about all the times that you tried before. And when I tell people, oh no, I know what failure feels like, I know what it feels like to try before and not get there. Writing that blog and kind of failing in such a public way has always been something that I go back to tell people that I've been there too, and I think that we tend to over romanticize or kind of glorify other people's journeys. That I don't, like even this morning, I was trying to talk myself out of it. I was like, it's too early. Why do people? I'm gonna get up at 6:30 and I'm gonna go pay somebody $25 so that I can run? Like, why would anybody do that? Why would anybody say, I think I'm gonna pay somebody so that I can run? But the money did go to a good cause. It was a fundraiser for a local animal shelter, and both of our dogs are rescue dogs. They're from animal shelters, so it was money well spent. It was great to get out there with a group of people, even though it was small. I didn't come in last. I didn't come in second to last. When we took off in that herd, I thought, I don't know, man, everybody's taking off ahead of me. I don't think I'll do very well, but I kept my pace and just kind of zoned out and got into a good rhythm and concentrated on my breathing and enjoyed the sights, and I finished with somebody that I thought she looked like she was in way better shape than me. Which brings me to a funny story. So here I am. I've totally finished the pace that I wanted. I felt really, really good. I kind of gunned it at the end, and me and this girl, the last probably mile and a half were, kind of running almost right next to each other, and there was nobody else really around us. A few people behind us, and the serious runners finished yesterday. They the serious runners, they take off and I don't know. I lost the pacing car. Who knows? Who knows what happened to those people? They ran to Starbucks or something. So me and this girl are finishing the last mile and a half together, and we're just kind of right next to each other, not really in a competitive way, but we both were just keeping the same pace. And in that last stretch, I kind of, I felt like I want to finish strong, so I kicked it up a little bit, and so we crossed the finish line a little bit after each other, and then I was like, oh, it was great running with you, and she gave me a hug. We didn't even introduce ourselves, and then she was like, oh man, I'm really out of shape. I was like, I felt really good about what I was running. But she was apparently out of shape. So I don't know what that says about me. If that was a good run for me, and I guess if I'm out of shape, hell, this is the best out of shape I've ever been. So, just another thing, don't worry about comparing yourself to other people, because stuff like that will bite you in the butt all the time. So feel good about whatever it is that you're doing. If you're, if you're second to last, if you're last, if you're first, it doesn't matter. Honestly, it's just a competition with yourself. So I kind of kicked the old me out of that, and I'm creating a new history, and that's what it's all about. So, just kind of move on from whatever you might have done before, any kind of failures that you feel like you've had before, and start writing your new history. So anyways, I'll post some pictures for you guys. Subscribe to my videos. I'm going to be doing some more, obviously, and do something good for yourself this weekend. Something healthy, something nice for yourself. I haven't figured out, I wasn't really even planning to run this 5K, so I haven't figured out what I'm going to reward myself with. So, alright, I'll see you. Bye.